The views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect that of the staff and management of WNOV and W293 CX 106.5 FM Courier Communications Milwaukee, but are the sole comments of the host and guest of this particular show.
The views and opinions expressed in this program do not reflect those of Wisconsin Voices. The views and opinions expressed by host and guests are their own, and their appearance on the show does not imply any endorsement or representation by Wisconsin Voices. Thank you for listening to Be a Voice with Wisconsin Voices.
Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org
and learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voices.
Years ago, and we was out with one of the drummers from Arrested Development. I believe he was a drummer back then, and we was sitting on right there on the east side. You know, Milwaukee, all this talent, and he had a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there with a Grammy Award winner, just sitting there, just chilling, eating mushroom burgers at a little spot over there on North. I can't think of the name of the restaurant, but it's been there for years. They had a fire like 2 years ago. They was redoing the restaurant, but you know, it's artists and people all through the city that got, you know, credentials and ASCAP money coming in that you don't even know about. Yeah,
no, we don't talk about.
Yeah, Milwaukee people. Yeah. Oh, on ASCAP. Yeah. See, look right there. He on the ASCAP list. Look,
I'm through BMI. That's what I'm through. But I was, doing something under ASCAP, but then when they changed some of the rules, I jump up out that.
Yeah. I got a question for y'all. Y'all doing the music thing, and we know how the industry is. Are y'all interested in like record deals?
No.
The music industry. Okay.
I've never signed it. Well,
Garvey, you gotta go get on the mic, Garvey.
my whole thing was.
It's part of the community. We got people in Milwaukee.
This is Garvey P speaking, by the way.
See, what's going on, Garvey P?
My thing for the music is to be an influence.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to use it as a gateway to do many things that I want to do.
Right.
So to get my name out there and have it, make my name known, and then I can use that to do what I really want.
Yeah, create you a bigger fan base, a broader fan base too. And like you said, it seemed like you're on there. I was looking at some of your stuff. You had, 800,000 views and all that stuff. I'm like, man, okay. So that's all across the country. When you start cracking numbers like that, and then he got that on multiple views. So millions of people, and he had millions of views of people listening to this music. Just imagine how many little house parties you didn't influence across the country. You don't even know about you. They popped it. I like that type of stuff. Somebody that heard my voice and they won't even, some little young lady when looked them up like, oh, that's here in Milwaukee. I didn't know they had artists like that. Milwaukee.
I have barely talked to me at that one, but
he had a London fan. He just said he had a London fan, y'all, reaching out. Yeah.
So you know what though? But the whole beauty in it, would have never knew about it if she didn't put in the work and do it. So
that's
real.
real.
The power behind doing it and just following your dream,
Mm-hmm.
following it, and just being able to, even though you live amongst chaos, you can still create beauty amongst chaos.
I like that.
And that's what, this young man did. He had a vision, and he walked in this vision, and not knowing how it was going to reach the masses, but, just having people from London reach out to him,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. I know how that feels.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I'm sure you some fans sliding in.
Bro.
Like, I got your tracks. Yeah, I could imagine.
Man, just from tour to, just being on tour, just, people meeting you and say, hey, man, I heard this and heard that, and, just looking forward to meeting you. And just all of that is a great experience. But I would have never thought that, that it was coming, but it was just, staying ready and just being in position. And I use this all of the time. It's like being on the baseball team, and you got to play your position. So if I'm the center fielder, I can't leave from out in the center field and try to pitch because if they hit the ball,
It's over.
I'm not in position
Right.
to catch.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So everybody plays a part, and once you play your role, you can be successful in playing your role.
Yeah, you know what? The way you said that is the way I said when I do my workforce services or in the workforce services. I was telling people like, you know, we all got our lane towards success. You know, we all, you know, you just gotta hop in that lane and do something with it. You just can't hop in any of those lanes and just sitting there and being stagnant or, you know, thinking, you know, it's gonna come to you without pushing towards it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just gotta find what lane fits for you the best. You know, some people try to, you know, mock or copy folks, and you got to figure it out your lane and your way and your strategy. Like always trying to, you know, people got blueprints, your stuff, but you got to customize that blueprint. You know, if I get in a house and, you know, I don't want the same house as anybody on the block. I want to have little features that's different, that's going to attract a different audience or crowd. Carver, what you think? You got something to say, bro? Oh yeah, come on through.
Carby P speaking. I was going to ask you, how would you deal with somebody that don't know how to play their role on your team?
Ooh, I mean, yeah. I think look,
Yeah.
that's he's look. We all look. So hey, what happened for another day today? You know what though? Hey, Cat was just here too.
Hey, but this is the thing. You have to be willing to surround yourself with people that's going to be a team player, that's going to be in the same line with your vision. Mm-hmm. And if they're not, even if they're your friends, mm-hmm. it's okay to say, hey, some relationships expire.
Mm-hmm. Because there's, I'm going to say this, man, it don't necessarily got to expire. You just can't rock with me while I'm handling my business.
See,
I'll rock
I'm
with
saying
you at a whole nother level or at a different time.
Yeah.
But on my business, you don't qualify. You not fitting in.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you something that Rika Love told me that stayed with me. He said, now we can all be friends and we hanging out, right? Mm-hmm. And we get to the hotel. Your floor might be on the first floor. My floor might be on the 13th floor. His floor might be on the 5th floor. Mm-hmm. That don't mean, okay, we in the same hotel that we all friends, we on different floors. Mm-hmm. That don't mean that we not friends and we just on different floors. So it's like in life, you know, you see some of the people that you used to hang with and rock with and things like that. And some of the people are seasonal. So they are in position of your life for that season. But once you grow out of that season, they might still be in that season that you're left. Mm-hmm. So that means that they're out of position in your life for the particular season you're in now. Mm-hmm. So it's okay to say, hey, you know, this is what it was. I'm not there anymore. Right. You're still there, which is probably okay for you, but it's not okay for me.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing of separating yourself from people that's out of position.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, it's real. Yeah, that's real. Yeah,
and it's okay.
Yeah, ain't no wrong.
It is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gonna see it. I mean, usually, and I'm sure everybody in here then felt it, where you get to a point where, you know, you might be moving at a pace where folks just can't keep up, or you know, they ain't trying to really support you directly, and it could be the folks that's, you know, kind of close to you. You know, they either don't know how to tap into it, or they may just be you may be throwing them off. Sometimes folks are just shocked that you.
Sometimes people plan your life and they don't realize you got your own plan.
Yeah, they think you're gonna stay this course or whatever. I done seen so many folks take off in the last few years, and a lot of areas that blew up. Just some, like one of the wine companies that we work with during the gala, Tranquil Blaze through Santerre. She was one of our partners through the gala. She gave away some wine. If y'all ever interested, check her wines out. It's pretty good. I gotta go pick up this green apple one. But that's one case in example. She, you know, she didn't took off just playing around with a wine company, and now she there was thousands of bottles. She said already this year she got thousands of bottles that she produced. She got all these contracts, and you know, you see a difference in how people treat you in your circles now because she active. She, you know, she said she turning down, you know, vendor or contracts to go in the stores until she get the right one. She said, you know, that's catching you off guard. You got, you know, people in all these organizations, myself, working with y'all and doing all the stuff we do. You know, thanks to Wisconsin Voices, Tamika Latoya having all these connections and, you know, the rest of the team having all these connections, you know, being able to go to certain events and do certain things and speak on behalf of the organization. You know, you may catch people off guard, but I can bring that all in and still be right on the block chilling with family, friends, like ain't nothing. So it's actually just creating that balance for yourself and still keeping yourself, you know, because it's actually, as we know, it's steps to this. You know, if we want to keep going to whatever industry we are in, new industries, you got to stay in your lane, you know. And I was liking what you were saying. So yeah, thank you for that. Latoya, we didn't get to you though.
But that's like, I had a bittersweet week.
Bittersweet. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But that's like what I just highlighted and touched on for him.
It's
really true for Kari.
Yeah.
Is people literally, and these are the people that's closest to you, your inner circle. They have plans for your life. Like what they see, what value they can get out of you, what they want, how they want to live life through you, or you. It's all different types of forms of that. Where you like, that's not what as a parent, I have 4 kids and 4 young adults, and I made it my personal journey to make sure that they achieved and did what they wanted to do out of life. It wasn't about what me and my husband seen for them. It was about what they wanted to see out of life. Because you can't live through somebody else. You got to let them live their goals and their dreams and their passions and their aspirations out. You can't create a life for them like, oh, I wanted you to be a doctor. I wanted you to go to school and do this. Well, what if they wanted to be a soccer player? And that's what they passionate with. They great at it. They do it good. They get all the attention they need to in the world from it, you know, from their talent, and people can see it. But you keep pushing them to be this doctor. They don't want to be a doctor. So you got to face. So that's one big thing as parents and as mentors to these young adults is you got to open up and we got to pass the torch, like fall back and let them.
You know what thing I respect about Toya? Because she keep it a buck on that. Because when we first met, that first few months, you know, me and Latoya, that was our thing, was just connecting. But one thing that she showed me was that, you know, it was a couple things. It was watching your ideas. It was one, you know what I'm saying? You can go deeper than that. Making sure you come some cold ideas, folks, you know, they come get them.
Snatch it up in a minute.
Yeah. Y'all know, look, yeah. They
you got to patent them real quick. Your ideas.
For real. You gonna see your stuff. You gonna see your stuff on the news too much. Hold up. I gotta.
But I just
come to find out they did it all dirty. They went and got some money. They wouldn't even supposed to get. Right. And right. They went and got the money from them and somebody else they weren't supposed to get some money from.
And then they say, I came up with this. Like, you came up with it. You just heard.
And then
they have a whole plan to when they came up with it too. Like, for real.
I gotta make sure everybody believe this lie. Everybody gonna believe this. People get Carby over here talking about people different reactions. Yeah, come on to the mic. Yeah, we need
to the mic.
Yeah.
Sometimes, to Latoya's point, she was saying like how sometimes people try to plan your life, and then when you do something that's unexpected
or against their plan,
it's like
they kind of don't know how to handle it.
Like, what's up?
It's like they mad that you not doing what they want you to do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you got that awareness as a young adult. You know what I'm saying? You know, going into your 20s soon. It's good to have that, and you know, having that knowledge and pulling that awareness from a lot of places. We got a call real quick.
Kind of like what I like about him, because he really he's innovative and he do what he want to do.
Right.
And that's what you continue
finding your lane. Finding your lane.
Your passion. And
I was like, why would you get distracted and do something against your will?
Yeah.
For the simple fact, sometimes it's the people that's around you, because it's that energy you get from the people around you, because you see them doing that, and then they be like, man, come on, man. You be like, nah, man, come on, man, are you scared or you a square, whatever. Then you find yourself doing something that you didn't want to do in the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
And now you in a situation,
that you don't want to be.
don't even want to be in. That they not coming to your court cases. They not putting money on your books. They just putting on Facebook.
Answering your phone.
Man, they putting on Facebook. Oh man,
Free my boy.
free Cardi B or free.
Free Willie.
You know what I mean? I'm cool on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We got a caller on the phone. Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call to everybody. Good morning to everybody. Mr. Brideout,
Yes, sir.
Toya, Mr. Brian, Mr.
Hey,
Carver,
morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tyrone W. speaking. And I like what I'm hearing. Matter of fact, the last piece you just touched on really bestly touched on what I called about, because I like what I'm hearing about the music and everything, and the local region, and the locality of all of us. Congratulations, Mr. Carver, being down at Summerfest. I'm gonna have to check you out, man. See what you can do then, and Mr. Brian as well. But my question to both of you can answer it, Carvey and Brian. But if you got your mixing and mashing there, you got your nightclub stuff. Can you do your nightclub stuff and then do your radio stuff without being labeled as being, oh, he's weak or he's soft? Can you still come strong and hard with a radio version, but not necessarily be the not necessarily be the nightclub version that they want to hear, at the nightclubs or at the gentlemen's clubs or something like that. The night version. Clean it up for the radio. Can you still come hard and clean and still be strong? And I'll listen to you over the air then. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you met
a clean version.
Jermaine is Brian's not the I played the drums through school, and I should have kept it. I'd probably be pretty big if I would have kept going. But I love music. I love production. I love beats. It's one of my passions besides photography, the ones that I love the most. But that was for Jermaine. So Jermaine, go ahead and get him. And Carvey, the response for it.
Well, actually, yes, because
Late
that's
night
how
songs.
that's how you really get your marketing dollars, because radio only spend clean music unless it's satellite radio. So in order for you to get into the market stream, that you would have to have music that's radio edited. Luckily for me, for the stuff that I've done on the production side, I've had records that I've helped assist on and played on and things like that. That it was on the R&B circuit, but I have one that I produced myself from a local artist here. Her name was Lachey Martin. She was on the joint Making of the Band, and we had a song that we put out a few years ago that was called Let's Not Talk About It. And it was crazy because we was getting close to 80 spins a day that from an unsigned artist. So this was like something that radio here has never seen. Like, Bailey Coleman, we was out to eat with her, and she told us like this was something that we have never seen ever in radio for an unsigned artist to get 80 spins a day. So that was a great accomplishment for me, because I was riding down the street hearing people pull up on the side of me playing my record, and I'm looking at them and they singing the song, and I'm like, they had no clue that I produced the record. That's a joint that Rico Love wrote, and it had opened up a couple of doors for us.
That's love.
That's what's up. That's what up.
Milwaukee connection right here. Carvey, so how do you feel? Just kind of clear up Tyrone's question. With you and
he said, can you make a clean version for the radio, and then still have that night version, but it still be hard?
He wants you to make a nice sexy song too. It sounds like
no.
I mean, ain't no wrong with
he wasn't saying he said hard.
Yeah, but
he didn't say sexy. He said
he was pretty much saying like the music that you can perform at a show, do you have the clean version of it and still stay relevant?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Like, it's just a radio edit version of your song.
Hey, what did Tupac said? He said you got to rap for the ladies.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's what he said. Biggie took his whole style and started rapping to the ladies, and that's when Biggie got successful. So I think the rappers know now that they got to rap for the ladies, because they're the ones who keep. They're supposed to He said, I didn't want it.
Guys, they ain't really gonna play your song.
They ain't gonna spend that money, man, like the women would.
Nah, yep. And I should say, I got something to say to you guys. I just want to say thank y'all. I want to thank everybody here at WNLV for just giving me words of affirmation, just showing me like y'all see me progressing and just giving me the flowers that I don't necessarily get outside of work. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it just it just showed that that y'all see something. I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I always
Jermaine too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give us our flowers. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm serious. When me and Latoya talk about the community, this is what we do. Like, she me and her, we'll pull up and go to a black owned spot, get us a sandwich. But you gotta go down here and check this out. Or you gotta come over here. We just this is what we do, whether it's food, it's music, it's sports. I try to attend,
Make that our business every day. I'm like Brian, and Brian finds the best places. I'm like, Brian, what's the newest black hookup?
I got you. And thanks to some of my friends who be out here and people that I know, like this young lady that was up here last week. I went and got me a two-piece catfish from a young lady who had a truck. She from Milwaukee. She had a twin, but her other twin, she was up here cooking for up until I guess Friday or Saturday, but she had different things. I went up there. I just wanted to try her food, support her. She from Milwaukee. She cooked down in Atlanta. It was right there on 48th and Capitol. It was the little blue. It was a little truck. It was I forgot the name of it, but Dumi Atlanta's. I think her name is like that. But or Make My Place. Oh, Make My Place. I'm sorry, Make My Place. But she cooked good. It was good.
And you said catfish.
So that day she had catfish, but she was doing all type of dinners that day. She did some tacos, some different type of taco dinners. She had some, of course, they gonna have the wings. She had a whole bunch of stuff, and she had her own seasonings.
Nobody cook no Mississippi pie roll.
Oh, sounds like somebody's trying to get. Look, you already know what the demo is on that. And what I told you. So what I did, I added
ropes.
I did I added I put it on garlic bread. That's dangerous. I'm gonna have to work out before I do that again. If we gonna eat that, I'm gonna have to purposely go jog for like a week before I do that one. Cause man, Jermaine, bro, I was at the crib. I had made a Mississippi pot roast. I can't remember the last one I did, and I had like 2 pieces of garlic bread. I'm like, dude, I'm glad I ain't have like a whole roll of garlic bread in the house. It would have been over. Man, that one. I made 2 of them and put it on I got a picture of it too, and put it on a plate with some fries, man. It looked, shoot, I could have sold it right up if I had me a truck, right in the truck.
Catch Wisconsin Voices via Voice Radio every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. as we focus on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices via Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org. Wisconsin Voices 3 pillars: protecting democracy, teaching advocacy, building community.
The weekend shindigs, it was so much going on in Milwaukee. You had artists of all types, local. You had the local people down there getting in. You had Mario, you had Lloyd, you had Jagged Edge in the city. You had the rappers. You had everybody down having a good time. Yep. Who's that? Key Glock was down there. Yeah, that's RP Young Dolphs. That's Young Dolphs peoples. So take the time for yourself to kind of just recharge, get some of that sun. That vitamin D is important to us in the community. Go ahead, look it up. Just look at all the effects of just having that vitamin D and that sunlight in you. So we just go and hop into some topics because we got a few things that Latoya want to talk about. But locally, outside of the the stuff that was going on that was positive, it looks like again, and I kind of predicted it, and I didn't want it to happen, but it happened again. We had that little carnival at Southridge this past weekend, and we got a little messy again. I seen the whole setup when they was setting it up last week, and I was kind of like praying in my head. I'm like, man, let them just have a smooth transition with that. So I seen it. It looked like Teens Gone Wild, the PG version out there. They was multiple groups of teenagers was fighting and causing fights at Southridge Mall. It was happening in the parking lots. I seen video of them at the McDonald's dancing on the tables. Y'all
Hey,
I was like, man, at McDonald's right there in Greenville.
Kyrie just made me aware that they opened up a new club called Club Mickey D's out there.
They did.
I heard they calling it Club Mickey D's. Club Mickey D's. I've never
Man.
heard of anything like this ever. Yeah, look. Show the footage. Zoom into it.
Yeah. If you can show the footage.
Here.
Yeah, so yeah. Then we got it.
I think that's
You
Carmen's
gotta
song
see
playing
this.
in the background.
Yeah.
I told you.
Man, they was
Carmen, was that your song, man?
they was dancing to your song. Carmen, what's going on?
I'm sure Carmen's song was played out there. I bet any money it was played. Look at the hits for Southridge area. So when we looking at y'all live in this studio, we looking at the youth of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Unbelievable.
We don't know where they live at, so we just gonna say the youth of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in Greendale, which is a nice little drive if you don't live in that area, which I'm sure a lot of them didn't. But the carnival was out there.
Oh, so it was a carnival?
Yeah, so they had a carnival. It looked like it was a nice little setup. They had, big rides.
I
And
bet you they not gonna keep doing
you know what this reminded me of? Back in the day when I was that age, they used to have a carnival on 76.
On 76.
You right,
Greek Fest.
man. Yep. Not even the Greek Fest.
Greek Fest was on
The little church carnival that was right across.
That was on
Right where
my
we
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, talking about lit for years.
Still be cracking.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden,
Yep.
it just turned right.
Once the guns started getting into play, it was gunfire every year from I remember the first couple years. I remember they was fighting across the street. Some woman got beat up and they threw her weave on top of the top of the garage. That weave was sitting on the garage for like months. I swear it was up there for like a year. Dude, you remember that? Come on, y'all. Seriously. No, seriously. No, she got beat up and it was a weave sitting on top of the garage for years. It was like a landmark for a long time. If you had to turn left right there at El West, like, hey man, if you see that piece of weave sitting on top of the garage, you know where you was trying to live with that little piece of weave. That piece is right there. That's as long as that on top of the garage, and got to playing with it and dancing with it. I'm not lying. I was in high school. I was like, man, I guess it was a little traumatic because I seen a girl get beat up and her hair snatched off and dudes was dancing with it. So it went from being cool to that. So any little festivals now, I mean, we can't even say like, man, that's messed up. Yeah, y'all was doing the same thing. Them little kids now, them y'all teenagers that y'all let.
You know what? See, I'm gonna tell you,
and that DNA.
Exactly what it is. It's we as parents, like my age group, our kids are the ones that's at the McDonald's that's fighting and things like. Now it ain't my kids.
Some of them my age too,
but yeah,
yeah.
But it's the whole thing of
because we still want to be
we want to be friends with the young people, and we want to be thugs, and we want to things like that. So our kids, not mine, because mine is going to get everything appreciative for them, but they are a product of what they see.
They're a product of your environment.
So it's like, can you really blame them? Because if you teach them the wrong thing, guess what? They're going to do the wrong thing.
And like you said,
they're not going to make better choices.
Of course.
Escalate more and more and more.
Yeah, just imagine though. And what I always see is you got a lot of them that are still trying to be that age and that friendship group like that. A lot of them still, if you I'm 37, so let's say I did have, I could have had me, I'm at the age now, I could have had me an 18-year-old or 17-year-old if I would have had one at 17, 18, 19, whatever. Just imagine me trying to be friends and buddy. It would have been none of that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them want to be buddies and they want to still be youthful, but you got to sacrifice that funny kid. You can still fun to have a good time, but you can't be irresponsibly trying to have fun with your kid and you 36, 37 and letting your kid frolic across the city, and then they over here creating havoc, and then it's going to cost you.
I can honestly tell you this. For me to be a mother, and my baby is 25, my oldest is 32. I have not ever in my life went out with not a nan one of my kids.
So yeah,
on their birthdays, online, like they even often has said to me, because they go kicking and turn up with their cousins. We have a very big family.
Yeah, same here.
Both sides.
Yep.
But they go turn up with their cousins. They kicking. We have barbecues. The kids turn up. That's when I'm going home. I refuse to hang out and kick it with my kids like I would kick it with my home girls or my guy friends when I'm going out and chilling, kicking it with my friends. And a lot of parents don't know how to separate the roles.
Yeah.
You're okay. You can be their friend. That you always be all your children friend. That's not what I'm saying. But you got to know when you got to separate those roles in parenting. And what I do in my personal space, far as kicking it, is not something that I need to be sharing with my kids. I hate seeing a mother and daughter walk in a place. Hey,
what?
It's two generations of that same type of,
energy.
Yeah.
And you gonna make a third generation because those kids are watching.
Yeah.
And that's called generational curse. Because that's a curse that you're passing down your lineage.
And then, and as far as that curse, Jermaine, and now y'all have respect for others. You and her, the mother and the daughter, but your daughter's daughter looking at y'all, she now gonna be calling or walking down the street because like at King right now, I'm telling you, not just King High School, but all over this city high schools, walking those high schools, kids don't have a bit of courtesy. I mean, be like, get big drink in him up. I can't say that stuff on the radio.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
We used to be embarrassed to cuss in front of an adult. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize.
There's no discretion.
No, because they didn't watch these extra ones do the extra.
Right. No discretion in between. So that's the disappointing part. Like, y'all don't know how to be smooth with it. Like, even if you are gonna curse and do your little thing, kind of go in your little circles. Like, we would have a point, we would like to kind of get in the little circles and
where can't nobody hear us.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was a point in time that when you saw an adult, you would fix yourself up.
Yeah. Tighten up and turn towards them and acknowledge.
Though you would tighten up, though you would hold the door for the elderly.
Absolutely.
You would. I mean, to be honest with you, it was a point in time that you would see funeral lines, and the cars would pull over, turn their music down, and respect it. Now it's to the point they fly through. I mean, I saw one funeral procession.
You be almost finna have to shoot and have a shootout with people.
I saw one that was stopped at the light, and this truck pulled up. Yeah, that was stopped at the light, pulled up next to the hearse. Music blasted, boom, 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 and he all out his car, and the family was looking, and he bobbing his head back and forth, looking at them. I'm like, dude, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point now, I do a lot of funerals too, but just seeing what happens at these cemeteries, like, is crazy because I'm seeing people out there partying. They partying. Yeah, one chick was dancing on somebody else's grave, talking about ball in heaven. Somebody, ain't gonna mention their name because whoever they was, rest. But just to see them dancing on somebody else's tombstone and you popping and liquor, you smoking weed, and it's just what has happened.
I didn't see them set up. Yeah, you ride past some of these cemeteries on a random day, you'll see a tent set up and like, sometimes what was I not too long ago? They had somebody was out there grilling in the cemetery.
So you just go disrespect.
Yeah, it's not a park. I mean, it says park in some of the names of these places, but they're not parks.
Ain't no cemetery, no park. You come to visit your loved one. You come to visit.
You know how long you got to sit up there barbecue? You got to
reminisce and have memories and all that, but that's not the place where you barbecue.
I mean, you gonna set your grill up and let your charcoal heat up, and you sitting there playing music, and you just selfish. That's called selfish.
For real.
Yeah, that is.
We got a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Shalom, family.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Listening to your comments about society, I guess I'll put it. I just feel like we're in a time of lawlessness. There's a former Supreme Court justice back in the 1800s, I believe. His name was Louis Brandeis. And he quote saying, when the lawmakers become the lawbreakers, creates contempt and anarchy, and chaos.
Yeah. Right.
And, there's this old expression that what one generation does in moderation, the next will do in excess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are right.
That's real. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we go back and we look at how this country has progressed, I guess, if you, for lack of, well, no, that's an appropriate word, because it has progressed from, abusing one, group of people to, now abuse is indiscriminate. So everybody abusing everybody, which is where you end up. And you think about even in our government, with those who are running the government and the corruption that's there. So where's the standard for how society should be conducted, how order is maintained, But I will say this in closing, the thing that we as a people have pretty much lived by and still do today. Many of our seniors are afraid to go out and they sit and they pray and they say, when is the Most High going to come change all of this? And so that the scriptures tell us that these kinds of things were coming. And many in the churches today don't believe what they read, and that's the dichotomy of it, is that you preach these things for years and years and you really don't believe that it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But the fact is that that's where we're headed. We're headed to a place where the lawlessness is here, and we see it, continuing to increase.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, I think it was the Thompson Community Choir, they sang a song that says, "Sure as there is Yah, there is hope." Or some people will call him God, but I will say Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
When as sure as there is Yah, there is hope. And so, but that hope is something that was, put out and prophesied, and so now the providence of that prophecy is unfolding, and the things that were supposed to happen are happening. And we need to get prepared mentally, physically, and more than anything else, with a faith spiritually. So I'll be out with that, family. Y'all be well.
We appreciate
Be safe and keep your head on the swivel.
Thank you.
You as well. We appreciate that.
I just want to say
words.
He
intelligent man.
He hit it right on the head.
Yes, he did.
Like everything he said was true. And the whole scary part about this whole thing, because I'm kind of getting chills, because what he said is what I've been saying, is it's coming. And we're living in a time that we're seeing what we read about those that believe. This is the truth here. After a while, these are going to be the good old days. And if these going to be the good old days after a while, we are in trouble.
Yeah, because so when to off what he was saying, a lot of preachers preach it and they don't believe that's happening in that's going to happen. What they don't is believe it's happening in their time.
They're in their lifetime. So they don't believe in that they're going to see it. But it's shaping up right now, man, that if you tell me that 1 + 1 = 2, and I see that it's equaling 2, but you're on the other end telling me, well, 1 + 1 = 9, somebody's lying.
Yeah.
So if you can see what's happening, and we're living in a time that lawlessness is really getting ready to take place.
It's evident. Just think last week, a couple of incidents, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
All those police officers, police sheriffs, everybody there, and them kids was still going in pocket places
That's
trying to
because
fight.
they don't care anymore.
Right. They don't care about law. We used to be like, police here, we gonna do it
5-0, 5-0.
Right. Right. For real.
So
to get away from them. And then think about another example on the freeway there. They chased them. They went in the construction zone They literally turned their car around like they was finna ramsack on these.
Oh, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to turn around.
That's just look what the generation grew up on. He grew up Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Grand Theft. Oh, you're right.
Please join Wisconsin Voices every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. We will be focusing on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
The 3 pillars of Wisconsin Voices are protect democracy, build community, and teaching advocacy. Go to wisconsinvoices.org to learn more about Wisconsin Voices and our partners and to stay up to date on all community events. If you like and want to support Wisconsin Voices and the work that they do, please click on the donation tab.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
Like that video, it seemed like that's a video.
So I mean, the video games are influencing y'all more than influence, because I'm 30. I was right in the mix with the Grand Theft. I'm that first generation of when Grand Theft Auto came out on the 3D scale, and you know, they try to use that as an excuse for some of the stuff that was going on when I was in high school, where people were doing that. But if that's the case, then that means that this generation is highly influenced.
Of course,
like extremely influenced, and the other ones prior to that weren't as.
No. That's
they
not
were
true.
influencing their time.
There was influence in their
standard.
Yeah, they was influencing their time.
You couldn't shoot, and it was the like Grand Theft Auto. They would have never gave that video right in our day.
Exactly.
Easy Eden was the first one to cuss. To say
they was fighting against that.
Yes, for real.
Yeah. They just think
Look at the task.
the technology just got better and better.
I like to stay ahead of the game. So I watch kids play that. Look at the task. Go beat the female up. Go beat the female up. Take her purse. Rape her.
Oh, ain't no rape. No rape.
No, that is no.
Ain't no. It ain't rape, but you should put the girl in the car.
Do the car and all that.
Have the sex.
I mean, you got to do the prostitution stuff. Yeah.
I think
What?
I would have.
All of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's dude.
Yeah.
And they made it. And they made it so real, bro. They made it that it's like it's club. You can go to clubs. You can sell dope. You can become the kingpin.
Yeah.
Or you could be a low-level street drug dealer. It's like stages.
Wow.
So, think of what it's teaching you. It's drilling that. Your eyes and your ears.
It gives them a choice to do.
Yeah. You got to start off at different levels. Yeah.
So it's a basic drug dealing game like Sims.
Yeah. They add different levels onto the game where you can like you can be a club owner, you can wash your money through the club, or you can open up a cannabis shop. Yes, and they keep adding on new stuff to the last version to kind of keep people interested. But ain't nobody playing it that much unless you on PC. Right now, what they doing is everybody downloaded the modded version or the computer version where you can do all type of crazy stuff. So you can play with more people and you can like make clothes and you can make regular clothes, you can cars. You can put your car in there. I had a guy in Milwaukee I know. He makes cars for people in the game on the modded version, which is the customized version. And he makes like, let's just say like, man, put my truck, when I have my truck with the rims on it, put my truck in the game with the rims on it. And he'll make it for me and put it in the game, but then you got to pay him $25 because, it's weird. It's got to get deep.
But check this out though. You can go on Facebook right now and go to the video and go to gaming. They have, I'll show you. I'll show you some get off, but I'm going to show you. But they have it now that everybody is online. They're playing on PC.
Yeah.
And they got games.
Yeah.
So they have games
on there.
So they pull up. Okay. They pull up to the hood, and they hop out there with guns, and they shooting and killing their partners.
Yeah.
Whatever. And this whole thing is what kids is playing and what's influencing them.
Yeah.
To the point that they seeing these whole gang wars and they having shootouts with the headphones on. So they're talking back to each other as if it's them that's doing the shooting. And then they try to relive that, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't meaning no harm, right?
Oh, no, I ain't
but I know they was doing sexual acts and everything.
Oh yeah.
But
Yep. Yeah, with a video game.
Yeah. So it's like it's giving you freedom that you can't
Drive fast, speed, run through the lights, and you see that's what's happening now. Because it's imprinted in their mind.
Yeah.
Because I don't even see people waiting at the lights anymore.
and your father telling you while you're at the grocery store, don't touch nothing. Yep. But when you get on the game, you can go shoot a million people.
Yeah.
In the grocery store.
Yep.
Still.
No consequence. Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I was playing the old version on the game, and I'm playing online.
Yeah.
And I had to tell these kids, "Hey, watch your mouth," because they would pull up and then they, "Hey, you know, NIGGA, I mean cussing, and man, I'm gonna kill you," and like, hold on, little dude. Like, man, like it's almost to the point that you'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm finna come find you, little dude." Like, you talk crazy to a grown man, but I shouldn't be. But it anyway.
I ain't have enough money to go to war with some people.
Oh man, I got Annie.
I didn't win through. Right.
I got a bond account, and I got
if you have the money, like you go with your account, I got $1 million. I didn't win bought $1 million.
Dude, like they got like $100 million up. That you spent. Man, listen, man, I got billions of dollars in my modded account. So
so we got the modded computer account.
No, on the game though. So you can actually get the modded account. I got the modded account on the console. So I can actually go to the facility and blow somebody up with a satellite. You know, they hit them with the satellite. Well, boom.
So yeah, you got I don't got all that.
I got that dust.
Yeah, I see. You got that. Yeah, you got that real bread.
Yeah, just imagine a 9-year-old doing right.
Right. Hey, but you know what? Oh, hey,
I'm a grown man talking about I got that dust.
Hey, but seriously though, I always thought it was I always thought it was kind of rough or kind of bad to have like the younger kids playing them games. Like even now, I play Call of Duty, and there'll be a kid on there, and I hear him talking. I'm like, man, why am I here playing with this kid young? But then too, once I hear him talking, then I see some of the moves he make. I'm like, okay, that's why he left me hanging, and I'm dying on the side of this little street. Because I asked him to come get me under fire, and it's like his brain don't know how to go in,
don't know how to come
cover fire, and then come grab me. So and then I hear him talk, and sometimes I just turn it right off. I be feeling so good when we get like a group of like adults in there, be a whole bunch of 30-year-olds on the game. Like, off work, me too. I'm cracking a beer now. They be doing all types of let's go. We find a group like that. You run 5 or 6 games with groups like that because everybody got the brain to be like,
5, 6 hours.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, man.
You look up, it'll be. I come in after work, start at like 6, 7 o'clock. I look up, I'm supposed to get food 10 times. I look up, like, I'm gonna get off. Everybody just grab, man, get the first shit, man. Everybody add each other's contacts.
Like, let me know where you are.
Now, imagine what these kids are doing with trying to adjust from reality to a game back to a reality. And you're telling them to, because everything that y'all talking about in these games happen every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
The views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect that of the staff and management of WNOV and W293 CX 106.5 FM Courier Communications Milwaukee, but are the sole comments of the host and guest of this particular show.
The views and opinions expressed in this program do not reflect those of Wisconsin Voices, but are those of the host and guests of this particular show, and their appearance on the program does not imply any endorsements or representation by Wisconsin Voices. Thank you for listening to Be a Voice with Wisconsin Voices.
Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org. Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voice.